guys, so I'm going to do a daily reading for us for August 10th, 2016. I'm actually in between recording all of my weeklies, so I did 6 of the videos yesterday, and I still have 6 of the signs to record today. So before I do those, I'm going to pop in here for all of us and do a daily. So remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God and we are all psychic. So see what personal messages come through and bring you clarity. In the end, always remember to use your logic and your intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love, the highest and greatest good of everyone involved in the situation, and so on, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. It could be one nugget that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. I also want to suggest, if it feels right for you, perhaps we could make this an interactive video and you can do cards with me. See if the same card comes up. See if another layer or different personal signs and symbols comes up for you and brings you further clarity. I'm curious to see what happens, even if they're playing cards. If that's something of interest to you, perhaps see what happens. All right, I'm going to start today with the numerology cards. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the day, for the highest and greatest good of everyone involved in the situation. One card to begin with. $44. Environment. It looks like you, Vincenzo. It looks like your card. Vincenzo was very good yesterday. He had the choice of rice and green beans, and he went for the green beans. Green feathers, green beans. He was listening to the videos that I did. So 44. Also an 8. So I also think of August. Infinity, things coming back around, cycles. You know, I see like the infinity. Sometimes we're up here and sometimes we dip down below here and have to go under the horizon for a moment to figure things out before we can breathe again. But I would say pay attention to your environment, your inside environment and your outside environment. How do those two connect? Do they connect? Do you walk into a room today and it doesn't make you feel weird? Do you feel like there was an argument there? Do you feel like there was sexy time going there? I want to say, like, you can feel environments when you walk in. You just know something happened. You know something weird was going on or exciting was going on. Pay attention to your environment. Do you feel good in your environment? Do you need to take yourself out of that environment to feel good? Sometimes we don't come up with the solution when we're immersed in the situation, when we're involved in the drama. Sometimes we need to leave the environment and change the environment, change the energies around us, you know, that we're communicating with. And sometimes that's where the solution comes. That's where, I want to say, rest comes too. There's healing. This is just I mean, I feel like it's nature, it's healing. I see trees and grass and like jungles and the heart with this. So perhaps there's healing in emotions today. Perhaps healing our emotions begins with recognizing our environment, trusting our gut, trusting if somebody walks in and you don't feel right about them, if you never met them before, just trust. There's something there. It doesn't mean you have to judge. It just means to be aware. You know, you're getting that little extra awareness. Just be aware. Don't project what you think will happen. Just be ready to go, you know? I want to say beyond, like, have your instincts ready to go, but perhaps we need to heal so our instincts are more in tune. I want to say instincts with nature is too. All right, let's continue. Let's see what else we get. This is the Power Archangel Tarot. Let's pull one card from here. there's another card in front of me. Hold on. There's another card, and I don't know how this got here. Parenting apparently fell out of the deck, and music. So let's go with all of these. 63. So that's a 9, and that's completion. So you have an 8 and a 9. So with this parenting card, I think of children and parents, both sides of that spectrum. You know, we're all children, and we can all be parents to something, you know, to our situation, to our projects, you know, to our creativity, to ourselves. We can be a parent to ourselves, you know, discipline ourselves, teach ourselves, love ourselves, be good to ourselves, you know, take care of ourselves, nurture ourselves and others. And then with 32, you have music, and I want to go to meditation with this and firing up your left and right sides of hemispheres of your brain together to have meditation and insight. And all right, hold on, let me show you this. So this is a 5. This is change. I want to say change the music. Make sure the music you're listening to is high vibration, it's positive. Even if it's a sad song, sometimes that sad song connects us to those emotions that were bottled up so they can come out and be expressed and be felt, so we can cry and release them and move on from them instead of thinking we're moving on from something, and meanwhile there's something so stagnant inside of us that it's not helping us heal. You know, when we bottle energy, when we bottle situations, when we bottle guilt, when we bottle hate, when we bottle down negativity and we don't allow it to be channeled properly, I would say maybe you need to do some music. Listen to music. Channel it into music, into creativity today. If you don't know where to go, perhaps listen to some songs. Put on Pandora, put on a radio station, and flow with the music, change with the music. If you don't like how it makes you feel, if it makes you feel weird, change the station. Find something that makes you feel good. Find something that lets the sun beam in you, that lets you be yourself, that lets you want to speak, that lets what bottled down come out. It wants to come out in creativity, right? Allow change, adapt with change. I get so much off of these cards, and they're so simple. All right, let's continue. I didn't expect to have 3 here, but I hope that was helpful. What else do I see in this? Music. I want to say listen for lyrics today. If a song comes on the radio or anything where there's a lyric or music and you hear it, you're conscious of it. Maybe also have consciousness over the conversation you were having at that moment, or the thoughts you were having at that moment, that subject, and allow it to flow with you, to bring you to an answer, to bring you a different perspective, to take you a different direction. Sometimes signs are very, very subtle. All right, this is the 9 of Ariel. This is a really nice card, guys. This is like the genie in a bottle. This is beautiful love. It's your dreams being fulfilled today. This is also when you put a lot of hard work in first. It's putting the hard work in and that leading to your success. It's having a love for all of the beautiful things in life. You know, we're not always in a good mood. We're not always in a good place. We don't always have happy, beautiful things happen to us all of the time, you know? But we can put on a happy song that connects to us and change our focus for the moment. We can take small steps, you know, lesson by lesson, day by day, moment by moment, to come to the end of this rainbow, to remember to experience this awesome ride on this beautiful pony, unicorn, I keep getting these unicorn things. So I want to go to Rainbow Brite. I don't know if Rainbow Brite still exists, but I remember the dolls in the 80s in the cartoon. in the 80s. So maybe I'll put that below. You know, she rode her unicorn on this rainbow that appeared out of this awesome like thing on her belt, and she was like, rainbow, here we go, and then she would just ride across the rainbow wherever she wanted to go. I feel like sometimes people wish they had that when they're driving, you know, and they're getting pushy and you want to be up, or somebody else wants to be up close to somebody in front of them. I want to say, if you drive, give yourself proper space. Like, imagine that the 3 cars above and behind your car are your own personal space of the highway or the road that you own when you're there, because your aura and your love is so big, you know? So picture when you're driving in your car, this is so silly, but this is what I'm thinking, so I'm going to put it out there, that that's your personal space. And just send love into that personal space, consciousness in that personal space, so that if someone behind you starts to ooze into that space, they're going to feel it, and watch how they back up a little bit. So if there's somebody who drives and you really want to get somewhere and you're getting a little bit impatient, remember that personal space above you. Remember that we don't actually have flying cars yet that can take your rainbow above those 20 cars that are actually ahead of that car in front of you on the highway. So just fall back a little bit, relax, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Allow yourself time to look at the signs and the symbols around you. Look at things that you never noticed while you're driving, and have consciousness. That was a really weird twist with Rainbow Brite, 9 of Ariel. I hope that was important for somebody. I know a lot of us drive, so maybe I think like when you are conscious and when you show that you're considerate of other drivers on the road, including yourself, others recognize that and feel it and will do it as well. You'll find that people will give space behind you and realize there's nowhere you're going to go. To push the person ahead of you doesn't do anything but just create stress on the highway that's unnecessary. And I also want to say, if you're in the fast lane and you're only going the speed limit and you recognize that the entire highway is going a little faster, go ahead in the other lane that's going your speed, because sometimes people do have places to go, and now you're kind of an annoyance to those people because they're trying to get around you and you could possibly cause an accident. Even though we know you're going the right speed limit, we know, just move on over and let the people that want to go faster by, so that everybody is where they're supposed to be in their proper lane. So I hope that little, like, announcement was important. I don't know where that came from off of this card, but this is a 9. This is completion. You know, you're running on the ground, you feel the earth, you're connected to your beautiful, I want to say innocent beast self, because there's an innocence and a purity in the unicorn, but it's also a beast. It's like a little bit of both worlds. You know, it comes to those who are pure of heart, who ride with the purity of heart, who ride to help others, to bring others on their horse if they see that they're in trouble and help them out a little bit to get a ride to where they need to go. I also see the shoes that Annie wears before she goes to the movies when I look at this. In the original Annie movie. That's a really weird twist to that. All right. I don't know where I get taken with these cards sometimes. I just hope it's helpful to you guys. I'm going to pull one more card from the Medieval Scampini Tarot deck for us for the day. And Judgment. So, the trumpet's sounding, you know, this is 20. So, I want to say, release judgment, release expectations, you know, forgive. I want to say peace with this. Your angels are on your side. Things are like, I want to say there could be big signs or big symbols with this today. Listen for the trumpets sounding for you. You know, release judgment on others. Release the things that are restricting you from feeling free and from flying where you're supposed to be. I hope this was helpful,